Okay, well, it's another Andy's life. It's another week. Well, last week I did the Portsmouth video, and I absolutely hated editing it because it actually took 3 days longer than what it should have done. But at the end of the day, it's a very good video that's on nearly 50 minutes. So I'm very glad it's on. I'm actually pretty tired tonight. Anyway, so last week I did not go to the club, but she sent me an email. I am tired. And it basically said, "Hi, how are you? Can I sit with you at the club tonight, please? Kiss." And I'm like, "You're a lesbian and you want to sit with me. What do you really want?" So I've decided to ask that question now. And this video isn't going to be all about this, I promise. So me and Marie got talking last week, last Tuesday when we actually went out. And she's an Italian woman and she doesn't take any prisoners. So she basically said, "Right, I'll tell you what, next time you go to the club, ask her what she wants of you. Does she want you to buy her a drink, buy her a meal? Are you a backup in case who she wants now, the relationship fails, and she can always come to you and you'll have her? What does she want off you?" So I would have asked her 2 days ago, but the club was unfortunately closed because of COVID. We're supposed to be doing some sort of Halloween style dress up party next Monday. Really not looking forward to that. But who knows what a few people are wearing. Looking forward to seeing that though, aren't I? Anyway, so I'm just gonna go up to her and just say, "Anyway, look, can we talk about your email?" And then I'm just gonna see what she says, and then I think I'll feel at ease. Now I haven't seen her for going on for 3 weeks. It's helped my head mentally so much not seeing her. So I'm so happy with that. So this week, what do I have to do? Well, I have Ian's van to draw. He's requested that. And I also have a few more diecast models to buy because I've got the new shelf up. Yep. New shelf with F1, Interwar, F1 and Le Mans cars. What I've also done to do with my insane memorabilia collecting, and I say that because it's just becoming overwhelming, as anybody who's a collector knows. We hoard things, we collect too much, we collect stuff we don't want, but these I really do want, and they look quite nice. Don't know where my Jim Clark poster is, but I'm so happy that I've got them there, because on the shelf behind me I actually have the Bentley and I have 2 of the Jaguars, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, what else happened last week? Well, we went out with Awat's wife, Sozia. I can't pronounce it. Kurdistan, I cannot pronounce it. And the babies to the lake. Very nice, very cold day, but some very nice scenery photos. So that was a few days going out with friends. Very much enjoyed it. It helps. It really helps. Then it comes to weekend. I was going to go out, but the weather was pretty bad and we had the shelves to do and a few other things to do in the model room, so I thought, let's stay in and then we'll get stuff if I can actually say it, sorted. We actually have the shelves, the very last, second to the last shelves that are going in the model room. We already have them done, but they're not in there yet because there's still a few things to move, and we're going to get on with moving them on Friday night. And then Monday, well, I was going to go to the club, reluctantly, but I was going to go. Obviously, it was closed due to COVID, and the woman who's in charge wants to talk to me over WhatsApp, so I need to schedule that in. And we also have 2 more discs, 2 more DVDs to do. One of them's the DJ, and the other one is a member of the club, but they want the photos from the club that I did a few weeks back. They want it on disc as well. And then there is 2 of my friends there who wants DVDs of whatever truck photos that I've got. So they are easy. I can do them in 10 minutes. So we got them to do before Monday. What happened last night? Well, I went out for the first time in 2 weeks doing the wagon photography. We got to see Big Shaff, who is a boxer, and I finally got to meet him after all these years. He's been a very good friend of my father's. Since about 2003. Then we got to see Matthew with his what I thought was a powder tanker, but it turns out it's crushed plastic. So basically, every time they crush a wheelie bin, and he didn't really explain much about that, all of that goes in to his tanker, and then he takes it down to Essex. Got a couple of runs down to Essex this week. So really nice streamline, beautiful Scania. I wished I would have tracked it, but you know what it's like sometimes. Things don't always go your way. Anyway, then we get on the other side, and how do I say this? Gobby bitch, if I want to call her that, who shouts out every so often, who works at the services. We're taking a photo of this Bulgarian next generation, quite good looking, and all of a sudden I hear this loud voice shouting out from literally a couple of yards back. What you doing taking photos? And this time it gets into a proper argument. I have got it on video. The thing is, this time the situation got defused about 10 minutes in. So, and I know I really want to use that footage to say to everybody, look, you can tell us not to take photos. But at the end of the day, it's open to the public, If it was like a farm, that hasn't got a farm shop on it and you trespass and all that, yeah, I understand that. But it isn't. It's still open to the public. So as much as I really, really, really want to use that footage on my other YouTube channel, I know, because we sort of see this woman every week type thing, I feel compelled not to use it. I so want to, but I know, in essence, I sort of can't. So I'm a bit peed off there. And then we come to today, Wednesday. Basically, we went out for a meal with Lucy and Noah, and then we went over to Outback's Takeaway for some very nice cake, which I'm happy I ate it, but at the end of the day, having cake twice in 2 nights is just not me. So I think I need to go for a run tomorrow, but it's raining, and we might be out with our Wat's wife again, but I honestly can't say what's happening, and I don't even know where we're going. And even if I knew where we're going, I wouldn't say. No, Josh, you cannot phone me tonight. I'm phoning you on Monday as arranged. I also set myself a task this week to upload a YouTube video 6 out of 7 days. So we have Truck Talk videos every Monday. We have Book Talk videos every Tuesday. From now on, basically, I review books. Wednesday, we have Andy's Life. This can either be talking about the week before, or it can be showing you my days out at the Isle of Wight, or another adventure in Portsmouth, or Blackpool, or a truck show, or anything like that. Thursday, we have Inside the Diecast Model Room, the unboxing videos, where I unbox brand new models and show you them and tell you a bit of history about them. This is going to go on for a good few months yet, because I have that many new models that I haven't opened. Obviously, Christmas is coming up, so I'm going to have that many more. So you're probably looking into February and March. Then the model room will be all done, and then after that, we'll finally be able to look around the room and hopefully have a turntable by then, and telling you about the vehicle history and who makes it and what scale it is and all that. I've got a lot of preparation to do before the best bits of that come out sometime next year, probably April, May, something like that. Then we have Truck Talk Videos 2 on Friday, which I really want to highlight the old truck manufacturers that are no longer left. And I don't mean the RF, I mean the makes that people don't really think about nowadays. PS Arrow, or I think it's called Sora, which are from Switzerland. There's another brand called Armstrong Sora, which were to do with British and Swiss trucks. They basically had some sort of merger in the 1920s. So I'd like to do something like that. The channel is up and running, but it's only got 2 videos on. So I'd like to get that properly up and running. And then over the weekend, I usually do my vehicle history channel. And this weekend, I've selected a 1920s traction engine to talk about. Last week was a very early, what was it now? Not mortar torpedo boat. It was to do with anti-submarine warfare. HMS. We actually have one in our Navy now. Anyway, I can't remember it, but it was from 1893. We're going back quite a bit there. And then, of course, the week on Monday, you know, it starts all over again. Plus, I've always wanted to try and do, always, for the last 3 years, I've wanted to do a video every day to see how it feels, to see what other channels their creators go through. But it's more to help me head to do with this particular woman that I've been droning on about over the past few weeks. It tends to help when I edit. It's like when I draw. It tends to relax me and my mind is focused away from this woman to what I'm doing at hand. So it relieves boredom, it relieves stress, and more to the point, it relieves not thinking about her. And I've got another trip out with Kev Haywood, Haywood Transport, in about 3 weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, it's gone over the 10-minute time I wanted. So, as usual, have a good one. I'll be speaking to you, Ian, on Sunday night, as usual. And we'll see what next week holds. So wish me luck at the club, and hopefully my head isn't done in to do with her next week. Next week is not one of these episodes. Next week is the Spinnaker Tower in Portsmouth and my experience and reaction when I got on the 300-foot tall, 300-foot, you know what I mean, glass floor. But if you've seen last week's video to do with the Isle of Wight, it's on the end of it, and we're going to do the full-length video next Wednesday, which means I might have to start it on Monday, because if it's anything like the Isle of Wight video, it's going to take a hell of a lot of time. So we'll see what's what. And tomorrow, I promised myself I'm not having any more cake. Have a good one. Ta-da.